Hey everybody, this is TJR. It's Record Store Day, Saturday, April 13th. And as you can see, it's still very early in the morning. And I am on my way to Porta Sound Records here in Orange County to see if perhaps I can score a couple of records that are being released today that interest me. There's a couple of them that I'm curious about. One of them is Elton John, live from Moscow, 1979. Another one is Elvis, 1969, live from the Hotel International. I have a feeling that Elvis one is probably going to get re-released several months later, the way the Elvis King of the Ring album was. But it won't be like limited edition or numbered or on colored vinyl like the King of the Ring was. But there's a couple out there that interest me. There's one by Jeff Buckley called In Transition that interests me as well. When I go to Record Store Day, I go there with an acceptance that I may not find what I'm looking for. Not everything is available at every store, and you can't know. You just have to kind of take your chances. So I look at it like that. I just take it in that spirit of fun, that I'm just taking my chances to see what I get, what I find, what I can't find. In fact, as I looked at what interested me, I realized I can't afford to buy all of these. So probably the worst thing that could happen was I go to Record Store Day and every single item that I'm looking for is there. And then I have to decide, well, what am I going to put back? That would be the worst thing that could happen. Anyways, though, so on my way to Porta Sound, and we'll see what I find. See y'all in a little bit. Bye-bye. This is the line at 5:59 a.m. Now I should mention the store has been open since 5 a.m. They're already opened now for an hour approximately, and there are customers in there shopping and purchasing, and this is the line here that we came to. They can only let so many people in the store at a time, and while the store has a very large selection, it is physically a very small space when you compare it to, say, a large store like Amoeba Music in Los Angeles. But what Porta Sound Records does have is a huge, huge exclusive selection of vinyl and pretty much everything you could look for from pretty much most every label and independent label that you're looking for. And we're just about here at the beginning of the line. Here it is, the beginning of the line. And what we found out when we got here is that there are people who have been waiting here who got in line early since 3:30 a.m. in order to get in first. And here we have there's the Porta Sound Record Shop sign. They're in Costa Mesa, here in Orange County, California. Okay, time to get back into my place in line, which is back at the other end. And I'm going to use my super speed powers now to get back to my place in line. Here we go. Super speed powers, everybody. It's 7:38 now, and we are almost at the front of the line. As you can see, the sun has come out, and there's the line still behind us. Still a long line growing. I am inside the store now. And I'm going to need to put away my camera and start working on getting my selections. I'll see you all on the other side. Okay, just got done with my Record Store Day shopping. I'm here out in front of the store. There's still a good line outside here, even now. And anyways, just going to time travel now so I can show you what I picked up. See y'all soon. Hey everybody, I'm back home. And pardon me if I look a bit disheveled. All I did this morning at about 5 a.m. was put on some clothes and get in the car. I haven't even had a chance to shave, but I want to show you what I picked up here. Don't expect a huge haul. My budget is very limited, and I can only afford to get so much. Like I said earlier, the worst thing that could happen is I would find everything I wanted, and then I'd have to decide, well, what am I going to leave behind? So first of all, very glad to have gotten a copy of Elton John, live from Moscow, 1979. And this is in the shrink wrap. I'm going to open it up for you, though, right here on camera. Let y'all have a little look at it though. Here we go. And this is in particular is an interesting concert tour that this is taken from. This late 70s tour, Elton John did the tour with just himself and percussionist Ray Cooper. Elton did the first half of the show solo, just him on the piano. That's it. And then the second half, he was joined by Ray Cooper. And really excited to be able to hear this. It's a gatefold here. Let's show you the interior here real quick. There we go. Pretty cool. And there's one of the sleeves there. Just a standard black sleeve, anti-static, of course. That's nice. I'm glad that more and more record labels are doing that now. They're just making their sleeves anti-static. And let's just go ahead and put this baby back in the package. The other one looks the same. Now, this next one is not one that I was looking for or expecting to get, but I decided I would get it here. And this is Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. And this is a test pressing release is what it says here. I'm trying to hold it up for you without too much glare. Let me open it up and maybe we'll get a little bit less glare here. I have decided that I'm not going to remove the shrink wrap from this because it has these labels here that are only on the shrink wrap. So since it's not a gatefold, I'm just going to leave the shrink wrap on it. I'll show you an image of it here. But what this is a previously unreleased test pressing of Blood on the Tracks by Bob Dylan. Now, the story behind this here on the press materials, and I'm just going to quote from it here. Months before Bob Dylan released Blood on the Tracks in early 1975, a small number of test pressings were circulated consisting entirely of material from sessions at A&R recording studios in New York City. Dylan re-recorded 5 of these tracks in Minneapolis for inclusion on the final album. Those original records were soon bootlegged, and the alternate history of one of Dylan's most acclaimed works was born. This LP is an exact duplicate of the test pressing containing unique mixes from the New York sessions available commercially for the first time. Speaking of which, there was also this year the alternative Fleetwood Mac album, the first Fleetwood Mac album that featured Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. This was an alternate demos version. That material had been already released in the recent deluxe editions, anniversary editions for that album, and I have that on CD. The album was pretty cool looking. It had an alternate cover image, but I already have all that stuff on CD, so I decided to pass that one up. Next up is U2, the Europa EP. And this is an EP consisting of some live tracks from the most recent tour. Here's the front cover, and I'm going to leave the shrink wrap on because of these stickers that are on the shrink wrap here. Here is the back cover. Here is the EP itself, and anti-static black sleeve. There also appears to be what looks like a poster here. I thought this was a poster at first. This is actually kind of just like a little mini booklet. Here's the front, here's the back. Here is the interior, right there. And I will examine this more closely, of course. This last one is for my partner. She really wanted this one. And this is Multiplication Rock, yeah. And you may remember this from the 70s, back when this was a series of cartoons that would appear in between the Saturday morning cartoons back in the 70s, Multiplication Rock. This is just a complete repressing of it in complete perfect detail to the way the original looked. And anyways, though, fun nostalgia. One release that I'm really sorry I missed out on was The Doors Live at the Matrix. And this is from March 1967. My understanding is that this is one of the earliest known recordings of The Doors live. And even if it was crappy audio quality, I just think for the historical value, that would have been cool to have had. But unfortunately, the last one had been sold by the time I was able to ask about a copy. So that was one that I missed out on. Maybe that'll be made available digitally so I can hear it. I never got to get a copy of Elvis Live at the Hotel International. I have a feeling that one is going to come out, though, as a regular release, probably maybe in about anywhere from 5 to 6 months, just like Elvis King and the Ring did. And I did notice that the copy I did get to catch a glimpse at didn't have any like numbering. It wasn't individually numbered. It wasn't on any kind of special vinyl. So it seems to me like that one will probably be more of a general wide release, and I'll probably get a chance to get a hold of it then. So that was my record store day for 2019. Did you go to record store day? What did you find? Let us all know. Looking forward to hearing about your record store day. Everybody take care. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.